Hey folks, it's Lev. Welcome back to another video. I use he and pronouns for those of you who are new. Today I just want to talk about the creative process and creating in general and just share my thoughts on the whole thing. So first, I want to say that if you have something to say to the world, if you have a message to share, say it, share it. If you want to make art, do it. If you want to create something, do it. If you just want to try something new and just start exploring your creative side, do it. Because self-doubt, fear, hesitancy, uncertainty, it's always gonna be there. I found that in my journey, just sitting around and um being stuck in the cycle of what ifs and what if I'm not good enough, what if I fail, what if people don't like me, what if people, what if. I was just stuck in that cycle, and the only way I've broke out of it is to take action. No amount of thought changing or positive affirmations in my head will help me overcome this. The only thing is action, taking action, executing. For example, I'm currently in the production of my fourth film, To Closet or to Closet or Not to Closet Part 2, and I still experience some fears, self-doubt, hesitancy, and I do question whether it's worth it and whether people are gonna receive it well, and whether people are gonna enjoy it, people are gonna resonate with it, whether my work is good enough. It happens, and this is my fourth film, and I've made 3 short films prior to this, and I still experience it. But I, I just have to do it. That's the only way. Again, just going for it. I'll share a bit about when I started. Let's talk about mental health in June of 2018. In that year, I was going through severe physical health issues and severe mental health issues, but then I experienced this random drive in June 2018 to just start a project. I remember I was on university break, like a 2 week break from uni, or 3, 4. I forgot how long my break was, but that's not relevant. Yeah, I was on break from uni, and I just decided to start a YouTube channel because why not? I decided to start a blog because why not? I'm not gonna lie, I actually had no idea what I was doing back then. I didn't have all of the answers. I didn't have I couldn't see a clear path ahead of me because I've never done this before. I had no idea what I was doing. I simply literally just put out the camera and recorded a video and then put it online. And with blogs, I had no idea how to write blogs. I just write a lot in general, like personal things, and I'm just like, I remember my therapist, she's like, why don't you can turn this into a blog, you can start a blog. And that's how I started. And I just started a blog and just put my writing out there. I mean, it wasn't the best writing. I write better now than I did 2 years ago because I kept practicing and refining my work. But the point is, I actually had no idea what I was doing at first. I didn't have all the answers. We don't need to have all of the answers to start something, because learning is part of the journey, and I will never stop learning until the day I die. And it's okay to make mistakes, and it's okay to fail. I don't think I've talked about this on my YouTube, but before my first short film, Silence, Silence, the film about social anxiety, I started an LGBT short film before then, so in 2017, and I wrote a script, and I had a few meetings with friends who were helping me, what have you. Doing all that, I literally wrote an entire script for a film. And then as the project progressed, I realized that I was a bit too ambitious and I expected too much of myself, given that I didn't have the enough experience or knowledge in the field yet, and I was just going way too far with the project, and I did not handle it. And then, so that whole project failed and I dropped the whole thing. And I was very discouraged because I had put all this work into my script and pre-production, and then it just all led to nothing. Well, in terms of the project, it led to nothing, but a huge learning experience for me is to be realistic. And when I start, just start small, do something basic. Don't don't be too ambitious about it. Just start basic and work your way up. Just keep making things at a beginner level. It's okay. Like, just make things a beginner level and start working your way up. Just keep making things, and then you will just keep getting better every time. And then at the end of 2017, was it 2018? I think it was at the end of 2018. I started drafting my short film about social anxiety, and I scaled back the project to make it a bit more realistic and filmable with a one man crew, which is me. And then yeah, that film happened. Um, Looking back on it now with the experience and stuff I have now, there were things I wish I would have done better, like color grade my film, plan scenes out better, try to depict things more visually rather than having just voiceover. But then again, that was my first film. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't even know how to make a film. I never went to film school. I didn't know. I just dived right in and just wanted to make something and share a message out to the world, and I think that's the most important thing. The point of my personal example is to illustrate that it's okay to not have all the answers. It's okay to make mistakes along the way. It's okay to learn. It Making mistakes and failing does not make us less than human. Like, mistakes are part of human life and it's part of the learning journey. Like, if I didn't make mistakes, then I would never improve and I would just be stagnant. And that's something that really scares me. Being stagnant and never improving and never getting better, never becoming better, never learning. Like, that's something that scares me. Like, so yeah, that's also don't need to have everything to start creating. Like, my friend and I started a podcast in April last year due to lockdowns. We didn't have proper mics. We didn't have professional editing programs. We just literally used our phones, downloaded an app on our phones, and we just recorded. And I just edited on Audacity, which is a free program. Like, that's it. We didn't have professional mics. We didn't have like a professional setup. It was my first film. Like, my dad has a DSLR, but then I didn't have like expensive lighting. I only had a DSLR, a shotgun mic, and a tripod, and that's what I used to make my film. I didn't have this fancy set. I didn't have fancy lighting. I didn't have a whole crew, director, all of these people, makeup artists, designers. I didn't have any of this. I just used what I have. I just used what I have. Just and just made something using what I have. You want to create something? Honestly, just do it. It is scary at first, but I can guarantee you, if you keep going with it, it will be worth it in the end. And you will make a difference in someone's life, whether it be big or small. The person or people may not like respond to you or comment or email you or directly tell you, but I'm very certain that you will make a difference in at least one person's life. Because with a lot of videos I watch, I don't necessarily like the video or comment or email the creator saying, "Oh, your work is amazing. You really helped me. You really inspired me, etc." I don't do that, but I know that they have made a difference in my life, even though I didn't tell them directly. Like, they still stick with me, and I still look up to them and keep going back to their content because I really resonate with it. Again, even though I don't tell them that. So you can be that person for someone out there. Just do it. So I was just editing the video on my phone and I just thought of a few more things I wanted to share. So I think being honest online is very important, because people can usually tell if others are ingenuine or trying to be someone they're not. It's people read people well, and they will tell. They will be able to tell if we are not truly being ourselves. I also think it's important to create content that you are interested in or passionate about, or like, yeah, just something that really means something to you, not just making content for the sake of making content or following certain trends just because it's trending. Like I would not recommend doing that. Sadly, I just think this is more social media related, but I think there's a lot of dishonesty online and fake personas and one-sided presentation of life, and people's online identity not being congruent with their offline identities. Like, I've grown to accept that if people don't like my content or me because I am me, then that's okay. Like, they can move along. Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, my content is not for everyone, and not everyone's gonna resonate with me and connect with me on that human level, and that's okay. Like, there's no problem with that. I just think it's a problem when people are dishonest to themselves and to others, basically the online world, if people share their content online. Just, I don't know why. Okay, that's actually the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed. Again, I always say, like, if someone viewing this, like, if my video made a difference to at least one person out there, then I'm happy. Like, I don't have to reach like 10 million people to be happy. Like, if it makes a difference to one person, then I'm happy, and that's like mission accomplished for me, honestly. So till next time, folks.